Congratulations, first day. You don't look like you've been crying all day.
My heart was just overflowing. I've never felt anything like it.
Wait, you're gonna fill my heart. I know. It's bursting out.
Oh my goodness, this is overwhelming.
Okay, so. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, that's my dirty Kleenex. That was beautiful.
I can't take any more. I just told Jenna she had to once again, she had to steer the ship because all I did was cry and talk about my gluten intolerance.
I will test for gluten intolerance. I literally want to floor because I'm so embarrassed.
It could be nerves. We don't know.
You know what? This year in 2026, we're gonna find out.
Yes, we are.
Talk to me about truly, what it feels like. I know it is emotional.
This team is amazing. Jenna has been saying that for a really long time, and they really dropped the mic, if you will. And what I hope it did was give people at home a really good sense for who I am, in all the things that I love.
We lost it when you shared the text from your husband.
I did not plan to share this. I'll show you a picture of the text that I just found. There was an article that said that Hoda was going to depart and he felt like it was my turn to shine. And that was almost 2 years ago.
Like I said, I shared it with Jenna and the team this morning just to let them know how special this was for me. And they all looked at me and they were like, you should share it. And it was kind of a game time decision. They didn't put pressure on me, and Talia, our executive producer, was like, in that moment, if you don't want to share it, you don't have to. Because I've been pretty close to the vest about most things, especially surrounding him. I'm still so protective, But I think in that moment, it felt okay because, one, it let me know, it reminded me that, of my cheerleader, my forever cheerleader.
Now, it just feels like confirmation because here we are 2 years later, and he's like, told you.
He was with me when I auditioned for Northwestern News Network. And he and my girlfriends were teasing me over my ad lib chat because we were doing this Halloween chat, and I was like, I'm going to be a princess. And I remember we got back to my dorm and he was like, ugh. So he's been through it literally, since, 2000, day one. And he always felt like you'd be so good at that. You love Jenna, and I didn't even entertain it. That's the part that you guys didn't see. I didn't even acknowledge it. And I kind of didn't even remember that it happened. I knew he'd sent me a text. So there were some other ones that were also just as powerful. But the strong arm emojis and the fingers crossed and then it coming to fruition.
You need to frame that.
I know.
I'll frame it for you.
And then Kathie and Hoda coming in.
There's Hoda. Kathie Lee.
Go.
When the fog started blowing.
The fog, I almost died in the fog. They had me all over this place, hiding me.
There were hideouts because Jenna was working out in the gym and Sheinelle was downstairs. It was like, stay in the room, go over there. She was
I couldn't see her, I have cataracts.
Oh my God, tears streaming down. It was like, this is one of those lifetime moments.
Take that off. Yes.
How are you, sweetheart?
How are you? Congratulations. Don't ruin your makeup.
But
Once again,
Sheinelle,
she held it together. It was the sweetest thing because the reality is they're the OGs, right?
First of all, you invented the genre. You really did.
Is Kelly Ripa here?
And I almost feel like, and it's funny because I've said that I just feel like I have the baton in this moment. Somebody will be here after me, somebody will be here after us. But right now in this season, it feels like an honor to hold the baton. I have been saying that.
you have.
And so then to see that play out with the two of them, it just felt so amazing and surreal and sweet of them, quite frankly.
Oh, it's a wine torch.
Move that torch. I think that we should propose a toast, but weirdly,
unfortunately-
there's no
One of the reasons I knew is because Hoda called me last night, and she was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. And then I said to my assistant, I said, we're doing something with Hoda, but it's not till Tuesday. And so I said, wait, are we doing that fishbowl on Monday? She's like, no. I'm like, I think the date got mixed because Hoda is like type A, But also the fact that Kathie would fly in for that and for this and to usher in this new chapter of a show that we love so much and that we both cherished since for years.
And we were able to give them their flowers. And listen, they still got it.
Okay, she done one, and it ruins your outfit.
funny on this.
Yeah, you look fine.
Here, Kath, sit right, Kath.
I'll show you.
Oh my goodness.
They are hilarious.
The timing. She said she feels more and more like Regis every day. I mean,
hilarious.
and that was surreal for me because let's face it, we all grew up watching her with Regis. You know what I mean? So it was such a treat today.
Why do I sound more like Regis every day? I can barely walk. How did I get there?
I did like the dancing to your new jingle though. That was
I forgot about that.
Yeah, what was the first thing that went through your head when you heard the new theme song?
I love it so much.
Wait, can we hear that song again?
Let's hear
Can we
it.
crank it up?
Let's hear it.
Everything feels alright with Jenna.
Come on, dance with us.
Honestly, I thought that was going to be the highlight of the day.
You did?
I really did. And then this reporter who I used to admire, who I've been looking for 30 years.
We have one more surprise.
Don't tell me.
Cassandra, come on out.
You would let me sit in the live truck and I would watch you do your reports?
I haven't seen you in years, but I've been watching you.
Oh.
I called her university, I called my sorority, and I just wanted to tell her thank you. And I had no idea that she would be here in 30 Rock. And then to boot, 2 college students from my alma mater at Northwestern, 2 girls of color, just to say that they see me.
I've been told so many times that I'd never do it, and so walking past your plaque and knowing that it's possible and that I can do it just means the absolute world to me.
This is why I do what I do.
Each block of the show, it just kept getting like bigger and bigger. It was just, what more could I ask for? Blown away today, blown away.
It's so funny because I woke up with nerves, but not really, because every Monday I had a different co-host for one whole year. So what I actually felt was like peace. I felt like instead of the anxiousness or excitement, I mean excitement for sure, but it was more like, okay, we got this.
Today is the day.
Still dark.
I am eager. I am anxious in a good way. All the things.
Sheinelle, are you up? Are you ready? I cannot wait to start this chapter with you.
It probably wouldn't work if both of us had the mindset that I had today. So every time I would look at Jenna, you were very grounding.
Yeah.
Seriously, she was like allowing me to receive it, but also like somebody had to like have some kind of, you know what I mean? And that is what you've developed those chops more than probably you could have ever imagined. It was amazing.
We
Surprise you with, good Lord.
There's nobody.
Oh, we gotta, I want you to feel how I felt today.
Oh no, is that a challenge?
Yes.
I gotta ask a few quick ones. It's like a little speed round
Okay.
of firsts. Okay, as your first day, tell us, Sheinelle, what was the first thing you did when you got the call that you were Jenna's new co-host?
I was by myself in the back of a car. I went like this. That's what I did. It was just kind of like a, and then I got home and shared it with the kids. And but in that moment, it was just for me.
What was the first thing your kids said when you told them the news?
Really, Mom? Oh, congratulations. Really, Mom? Really? Oh, congratulations, Mom.
Jenna, what was your first impression the first time you met Sheinelle?
Oh, do you even remember?
I met Sheinelle almost a decade ago, or a plus, and I remember she was like, "I'm from Kansas," and I'm a Texan. So there was like something in her that spoke to me. I was like, "I get you."
First tradition you'd like to start with Sheinelle?
Well, we're gonna watch Heated Rivalry together.
Can't wait.
That's our tradition.
I've heard it's for people like me who are prudes.
Yeah.
It'll turn you for sure. Yeah. Jenna, what was the first piece of advice you gave Sheinelle before the camera started rolling?
Well, she doesn't need any advice. She's been a journalist forever. But what I did say to her is something Hoda once said to me on my 40th birthday show, where I did have some tears, which was just receive it. Receive all this love. Receive all of these beautiful people that are coming to share how much you mean to them. And you did.
The first thought that went through your mind when you stepped onto set this morning?
Just breathe. Yeah, that seems to have served me well over the last couple years of my life. Just breathe.
Can we just say how awesome you two look together?
Let's drink.
Let's drink.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Love you all.